and this is Varsity 2013. So, kicking everything off was the women's first football at the King Power Stadium on Monday the 11th at 5 p.m. The DMU women scored an early goal, but then Leicester fought back with their goal, bringing the final score to 1-1. So it went to penalties. Penalties! Leicester women won. Then at 7 p.m. was the men's football. The DMU team got off to an early lead, scoring a goal in the first 20 minutes. And then before the end of the first half, scored another one with a surprise substitution from Tom Williams. I'm joking, it wasn't actually Tom Williams, it was that guy. In the most audacious manner you can think of, Leicester quickly brought back another goal in the second half. However, it was little too late, for the final score was 2-1 to DMU. Whoa. Okay, so who remembers the cricket on Tuesday the 12th? The Leicester team won their seconds match by 7 runs. However, Montfort University won their first game against Leicester Uni by 41 runs. That's a big number. Why don't women play cricket? Why is it a men's game? Sexist. It's sexist. On Wednesday the 13th, loads of sports happens. Like, imagine a number of sports and double it. That's how many sports there weren't, because there were even more. In the equestrian, University of Leicester won 2-1. In the mixed volleyball, DMU won 3-2. In the rowing, Leicester won 8-1. In the taekwondo, Leicester team won by points. In climbing, there are loads of points, and I'm not going to read them out, but Leicester won. In the women's first tennis, I can report that DMU won 4 games to 2. In the strongman competition, DMU won. I don't know how they won. I didn't even know that strongman was a thing, nor that we were doing it. Otherwise, we'd have gotten some footage, but whatever. On Friday the 15th was the men's and women's first basketball. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your university, the University of Leicester won both. On Saturday the 16th, there were a whole bunch of other sports that didn't happen previously. Leicester won some of them, and Montfort won some of them. I'm probably going to go through them now. In the go-karting, Leicester Uni won 213 to DMU's 81. The men's seconds basketball team, DMU won. Leicester didn't. In the women's basketball seconds, DMU won that as well, so good. In the lacrosse, Leicester Uni won 26-0. At least the swimming was pretty close. Leicester Uni won just by a hair, 37-35 from DMU. In the swimming seconds, Leicester won again, 41-31. In the men's first tennis, Leicester won 5 points to 1. In the men's seconds tennis, Leicester won again, 6-0. On Sunday the 17th, there was mixed hockey and fencing. In the fencing, Leicester won again, 265-133. And in the mixed hockey, DMU won. Victory, 2-0, 2-0. Now before we carry on, we're going to have a word from Ian Warrington, the Vice President Student Activities at De Montfort Student Union. Hi Ian.
Sports.
Thanks Ian. On Monday the 18th was the netball fourths, and DMU won 29-10. On Tuesday the 19th, we had a day of netball. The netball thirds team was won by Leicester Uni 28-18. The netball seconds game was really exciting, very close. DMU won 33-30. That is good netball. Right behind me, there, netball. It's good, right? Netball. Nice. In netball first, Leicester won 39-33. On Wednesday the 20th, we were chock full of sports again. The squash first teams was won by Leicester 3-2. The squash seconds team was won by DMU 4-1. Frisbee's not a sport. Is it? How do you win at Frisbee? It's a park game. You throw a disc. It's plastic. I don't get. Ultimate Frisbee was won by Leicester Uni 14-3. The men's first badminton was won by Leicester Uni 7-1. The men's seconds badminton was won by Leicester Uni 8-0. Hold your horses, we have a draw. The badminton women's first 4-4. In the mixed badminton, Leicester won 5-4. In the men's seconds football, it was 2-2 at full time, even after extra time, but then DMU scored a few goals and penalties, and that meant that they win. In the men's thirds football, Leicester won 4-0. In the men's fourths football, DMU won 4-3. In the men's fifths football, DMU won 2-1. In the men's first hockey, Leicester won by 6-0. In the women's hockey first, Leicester won again 11-1. I have to burp, sorry. Oh, God, excuse me. In the men's seconds rugby, Leicester won 34-3. In the women's first rugby, Leicester won by 27-0. Rugby, more like Hugby. And guess what? In the final game of Varsity, DMU didn't bring it back. It was Leicester in the men's first rugby, 26-3 points. Well, that's the end of Varsity. At the end of it all, I think it was quite plain to see that Leicester University beat Montfort University by quite a sizable margin, 88 Varsity wins to 43. Pub?